So I will be making a mud flap tutorial on how to edit or how to make your own mud flaps for trailers. This only works for trailers at the moment. We'll get more into it later. Why you can't do it for trucks, or why is it not that easy as in trucks. So yeah, first thing you want to do is always, of course, have your mod studio. Uh, it takes a bit to load up. Let's make sure you extract it. Have an earlier video on that. Um, so yeah, you always get a new project if you're doing. Same process goes for ATS to ATS. So don't worry. I just only have ATS and you um, so yeah, you got your basic mod manifest, basic controls. So we will start with the trailer. So you kinda should get your design going. I'm gonna start with this design. This is something that the Yosemite Sam, because you see right here, there's two mud flaps like that. You're just gonna go ahead and copy image, then take your favorite photo editor. Mine's is Photoshop. I just have it readily available. Um, GIMP also works. Uh, GIMP isn't that bad. I recommend it. It's just, you know, not the easiest thing to work with. But yeah, desktop. Um, you always want to locate. So the easy thing with this is you can go to add template right here, trailer mud flaps. Go to trailer mud flaps. What they made on this mod studio 2 a little bit easier is template directory. So all these PNG files are exactly the same. There's no issue. There's well, except this one. This is the mud flap icon. All these are exactly the same. I'll get into it a little bit right now. So what you want to do is open it. And you always go to under data C. Um, let me check the directory again because it's okay. Mod studio right here. Data, mod projects, yes, templates. Then you always go to trailer mud flaps right here. Let's just use the ATS box. So once we have this open, so the top part is the front. This is the front area. This is the back area. So if you were to, let's say, stand right behind the trailer, this is what you would see. This is the piece that goes towards the axle. So, and always, if I think on GIMP too, it also goes, you can add layers. So I'm gonna just add a quick layer. This is pretty quick. So right here, you just make it just black. Here we go. You just have this blacked out right here. Next, it doesn't matter if you have these on the side. It's ultimately transparent. So next, you have another template. Let's just label this back or axle. That axle right here. So then this would be rear view. What we're gonna work with. Make sure you have that clicked. And then we're just going to bring in Yosemite Sam right here. Make sure to transform scale all the way down. Make it something like this. This actually not be that bad. Of course, this isn't a transparent. I wish I could make this just a black background. Quick select, take it off. Deselect right here. Matter of fact, just change this to logo. Somewhat center this. I mean, this is just a quick rendering. You can tell this is part of a badge or something in real life. Um, that seems about good. Not gonna get too much into detail right here. This is low. This is the second one. So right here. Then we could just add back color, and then just make sure these logos are up here. Back color's down here. I usually don't like taking that much time with the design process on tutorials. It's right here. It's somewhat of the same color, you know what, just because I like to be picky sometimes. Let's go with the exact color. Yeah, that should be okay. You know, it's not the best, or we can just clean this up a bit right here. Um, no. Let's select right here. This works out. Then this next one over here. I'll just get rid of these little edges right here. So it looks a bit better. So yeah, that's our design right here. So then, you know, you just export it. What a Control F, my bad. Control. So right here, export as PNG. Make sure you go to export. It's easier just to have your, let's say, mud flap. This is a test I did earlier, just to figure out what. Let's just see. Yosemite underscore Sam. All right. So then we go back into ATS2 mod name, just Yosemite Sam. Flap author, just put Waldo 1.0. You're really picky with how you organize your mods, just put trailer, tuning parts. Yeah, that could work. Icon, just use default or change it to your own. I will be making a video on how to make your own text. Somebody, Sam, mud flap, back. So yeah, if you guys want this design, let me know. I will probably release it. So this is a really important part right here. So you can choose multiple. You can do that, but it will never work. When you export it, you'll get an error. It'll say you can't find a directory for a certain file that you just go into the directory, it will never exist. So let's say you want to make it for every truck or every trailer. Go box simple. You're gonna have to do box simple, export, then do box 53 feet, 4 axles, do it, box dolly, do it again, bulk feed, do it again, chip van, etc. You know, and then you can also do it for flatbed, all that stuff. You just gotta have to add it on. I'll make a video later too on also how to adding parts on. So mud flap internal name, this always has to be lowercase. Underscores and numbers, never make any special characters. It'll still mark you as orange, not popping up. Also, you have this little icon on the side, or if you need help right here. So Yosemite. I doubt that there's anything in that game that has the exact same name. Mud flap name. Damn. Mud flap price $1. Generous. The image. The image. This is where you go and figure out the right there. That's where you have the design. Icon. Default. It's all right. We can later also edit this. So you just make your own default. A lot of this is really customizable. These guys at ModCV, they do their best work. So now export mod. Export right here. You could just export straight into your game. Mod right there. Back off. Back off. Back off the SES. Export successful. So once you do that, you export your game. You start up your game. You know, SD features. Okay, so here it is. This test I was running earlier. Right here you got Mod Studio, Yosemite Sam, Mudflap. Go to continue. Continue game. Uh, load. I mean, it's just a mud flap. Doesn't work. I mean, unless you were using it actively, then you probably get an error in your game file. Oh, alright, so now we'll go to vehicle browser, trailer browser, and we did it for the box. So we can do this, we can do reefer. Now, you'll see that if you go here, flap, it doesn't show up because it's the 4-axle. Gotta go to the regular ones. I think tandem rear would also work. You see Yosemite Sam right there. Back off. You got the mud flap exactly how you want it. And yeah, it works. And then you can just buy it off, Back is black, this is black right here. This is a different little bit of shade. You can kind of tell, but it doesn't really matter. Then you can also add a weathering effects, whatever pleases you. So yeah, and then you can, make your own trailers and stuff. So yeah, it would work. What I'm wondering is if it also works for regular trailers like these. It doesn't. Okay, so this is when you have to make a different file, where I'll show you that later. But yeah, that's it for the mud flap tutorial.